Hello everyone and welcome back to the Lovin Riyadh show, and Eid Mubarak to everyone that was celebrating.
Eid Mubarak.
It's been a while since we've spoken to you guys, so we're very excited to be back. And
Plus, this is our 5th episode.
This is our 5th episode, so we've officially passed the month-long episodes.
Yeah.
So congrats to us.
And
we have a lot of topics for you guys this week. The first one is an unfortunate one. The beloved tea hero of Medina has unfortunately passed away after generously serving for 40 years.
And Saudi Arabia has introduced e-gates at Riyadh's airport.
And Saudi #1 plate was sold for over 24 million riyals.
I'm excited for that one.
Yes.
And Riyadh jumps 5 spots to land 25th on the Global Smart City Index.
So our first topic is the unfortunate passing of the beloved tea hero of Medina after he generously served everybody visiting for 40 years. I don't know if you've seen him when you've visited Medina, but I have, and he's the sweetest man, always ready to help and give out free tea and free coffee to everybody visiting. Obviously, when you go to Medina, to visit the mosque or for whatever reason you're exhausted, so it's so nice to see someone just generously giving.
Yeah.
Like that's just his,
And he would give out tea without any payment, right?
Without any payments. Yeah, it's charitable giving, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so nice to see it in the holy cities, especially because this is where you would want to see it the most.
Yeah.
And this is where people are, everyone walking around. Imagine you're walking around for so long in the heat or whatever, and you see somebody handing out free refreshments. It's the most wholesome
Does he
thing you
sell
can
only
see.
tea?
I believe it's also coffee, but it's free items basically, like things you can drink. I guess.
Grab and go, basically.
Grab it and go, basically. So the whole internet is currently mourning his passing. And he's obviously legendary because he's been doing this for over 40 years. So generations have, seen him multiple times, even possibly.
Trends died and he didn't stop.
Honestly, and he was 96 years old. So
when he died, right?
Yeah. So he lived, mashallah, a long and happy life.
Yeah.
So
and a generous one as well.
Yes, and a very generous one. So we're so sad to see him go. Honestly, the internet has really been affected by his passing, and people suggested even making a monument for him.
Oh.
So that would be so nice to see, I think, because
and it's such a nice thing.
It's people like this who are deserving of things like that.
There was also an Egyptian doctor who used to do the same thing. He would treat people for free, He wouldn't take any money in return. He would just give out medicine and
But then how would he make his money?
Yeah, no one knows. I
That's
don't
the
really
thing.
know.
That's what I wonder. How did he?
The same question for this man.
I'm sure he had something on the side.
He lived in a very small, a place. I don't know what's it called, but a very small apartment. He didn't really have.
So he lived a simple life.
Yeah.
I guess, and I think if you revolve your life around charitable giving, you're bound to live a simple life because you're giving more than receiving. And I think that's very nice to see. It's very wholesome.
And very rare.
And very rare, exactly. So that's why, everybody is not only mourning his death, but also celebrating his life and all the services he provided.
Yeah.
And I would personally love to see a monument in his honor.
I think it would be so cute if you just pass by and you see a statue of this man with his tray and
even
drinks.
if it's not a statue, because I feel like you don't really see many statues here of people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so even if it was any kind of anything honoring him, even if there was a refrigerator,
I think
with free items that are in his name.
Yeah, that would be great.
And maybe a plaque with telling the story
of him. Yeah,
of him. I really think they should do something like this.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool.
Yeah, he deserves to be remembered, I think, in the most positive way, and his story should be told.
Yeah.
To everybody and to everybody who visits Medina. Everybody should know about it, I think.
Check it out, the videos on the internet.
Yeah, and all the reactions, maybe we can learn more about him.
Maybe we can do the same thing that he used to do. Moving on into a more developed topic. you know, it talks about development in Saudi Arabia, which is they introduced e-gates in Riyadh's airport. Specifically, I think, what's it called? Wait, in the King Khalid International Airport in Riyadh.
This is very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for this because I feel like if you travel to other countries, you've seen like the whole e-gate thing where they just scan the passport and they move it moves
really,
things along so fast.
Yeah, and it really does. Like, lines in the airport are very boring.
Annoying.
Yeah, and even though security are like good, but sometimes AI can do what a human can't. Sorry.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Even technology in general.
Yeah, just I want to take a moment to really, you know, specify something, okay? Imagine like 30 years before now.
Yeah.
Okay? When you want to look up something, you wouldn't find the same, you know, it's like when you have your cell phone, you basically have the world between your hands, and I think that's a very cool thing. And AI, as scary as it is, I think it's a very cool thing.
It's helped a lot in so many things.
Yeah, exactly.
And improved efficiency in
like
so
when you
many
think
aspects.
about it, if you have any kind of question, you just go and Google it.
And you ask
Yeah, and
ChatGPT.
like, you know, I don't know, in the 1900s, they didn't have that. Before creating the cell phones and laptops and all these things, before Google, when you want to make a research paper, you would have to go and sit for hours in the library just so you can get like 2 to 3 segments or something researched by, and that's very difficult.
It's like when you see in the movies when they're like, you know, someone is like studying something or trying to find information, they have books all around them.
And it used to be like that.
Now it's just this.
Just Google it, you know, just basically Google it. And sometimes AI, don't tell you I told you that, but AI can write you a research paper with methodology and everything. You just give the AI the information, it will write it for you.
Things have become so easy.
Exactly. Like
for people in school as well.
It is insane.
So I guess building on that, travelers now are basically having a much simpler experience than we would have before.
E-gates. And it's specifically available at terminals 3 and 4 in the airport of, again, let me say that again.
Have you tried it yet?
No.
The e-gates?
No. Did you?
Me neither. I have not tried it.
But it's exciting.
And I would love to.
Yeah.
It's so exciting the first time we go and just scan the passport.
Exactly. I'm willing to travel in like December, and I think I really want to try that, and I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you all about it.
If any of you guys have tried the e-gates, please let us know your experience in the comments. Let us know if it was more efficient for you, you know, if it made a difference even.
Especially these business people, like...
Yeah, the ones that travel a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be much easier to go, especially if you don't have luggage, you know?
Why wouldn't you have luggage?
If you're traveling for like 2 days, you don't need luggage, you just have a carry-on.
This is one of the steps that Saudi Arabia has been, you know, working on to level up the traveling experience for everyone, citizens, residents, and visitors. And you know, by introducing efficient and smart and digital solutions, it will make traveling a lot more easier in Saudi Arabia.
And will increase the tourism as well. Just because of the ease of travel, I think people always look for easy ways out. So I'm sure they'll love coming here with the ease of the e-gates. Not a lot of countries have that, so.
Exactly. And I'm very proud of the Saudi Airlines in general. Like, it's something to be proud of.
The advancements that they've been doing.
Exactly, yeah.
It's very exciting. So the next topic is kind of funny actually. It's that the Saudi #1 plate was sold for over 24 million riyals. So obviously, Saudi has a massive luxury scene and lots of car enthusiasts as well. And this recent purchase obviously proves that because there was a recent bidding war actually. Not just somebody purchased it, there was a bidding war over a number plate that reached this amount. And car enthusiasts, like even they were shocked at the amount that this reached, because it was simply just a #1 plate with the letter E. So you and I might be confused as to why that would be worth 24 million, but I guess the people who bid it again, like for it, definitely had some significance. I'm not sure what it is.
Maybe
if anybody
it's
knows, please let us know.
Right?
Maybe, but I guess also in our countries like Saudi, UAE, Bahrain, like they attach kind of like a status symbol to the number plate. If you're on the road, you always see like these unique number plates that like maybe the letters spell out something or the numbers mean something. And they kind of look at it as like a form of like expressing their identity maybe, and also as a status symbol, because I've heard this a lot. Like a lot of people always just go for interesting numbers or like spend extra money to get like number 1 on their plate.
Yeah, or like get some kind of sequence of letters.
Yeah, or like it spells their name, or like it's funny sometimes. Like you get like 3 letters that are like really weird.
Or cat, sad, and
yeah,
all these things. It's very lame.
So it's really funny after 10 rounds of this intense bidding that the special plate sold for 24,150,000 riyals. So these personalized plates are obviously, you can see them everywhere in our region, and it's just, I thought it was really funny that it was sold for this amount.
I think it's pretty reckless.
Would you ever do that?
I
don't think I would either.
If I had like that amount of money, I could like buy like 3 to 4 cars.
Honestly, like
or even more.
Even more, like
it's
spend
not
it on a number plate. I mean, I guess we can't know. Are you a car enthusiast? I'm not.
No.
I wouldn't call myself a car
You know, I
enthusiast.
like looking at cars, but I won't necessarily identify as a car enthusiast.
And I don't think I would attach my status to my car or anything like that. If I had a nice car, sure, like I would be very proud of it, but like I don't think I would ever think of the plate of like making it special or any kind of way. It's just numbers and letters to me. Like I don't really care.
Exactly.
So it's interesting that there are so many people who value this and think of it as something important to have in their lives. So I mean, I don't blame them. There are a lot of things people are interested in and care about that maybe
like
other people wouldn't understand. Like
and
what?
Ants, and this thing of cutifying an insect.
Yeah,
like
so many weird interests in the world.
Just,
so this is the least weird, I think, out of a lot of things.
The beauty of being human.
Yes, but it is just very interesting. And I guess a lot of people thought this 1E license plate was just too irresistible not to spend that money on.
Yeah.
So to whoever won and has that license plate number, I hope you're very happy with it.
Yeah, congratulations.
And you definitely gave us all something to talk about and to be interested in. So
tell us what you think about this topic.
Yeah.
And let us tell you about something that I personally found interesting, which is Riyadh jumps 5 spots to land in the 25th on Global Smart City Index.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. So Riyadh has made a significant strides in the International Institute for Management Development Smart City Index, climbing 5 spots this year and now sitting at the 25th position overall. And I think this is, like internationally.
Yes. So that means that Saudi is one of the top 30.
Yeah. Side note, it upped 5 spots since 2023.
So that was in 1 year.
Exactly.
That means that actually, we're still at the beginning of 2024. So like
at the beginning.
Yeah. You wouldn't say that we're at the beginning?
We're already in April.
Maybe I'm in denial.
Mid-April month.
I think I'm just in denial. But
I mean,
basically,
Ramadan is already done.
That's true. So my point was that it didn't take very long for it to jump the 5 spots, and I think that's rare.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see scooters. Do you call it scooters? Yeah, I think scooters. Yeah, you see them all over. Accessibility in Riyadh has become like.
And the metro is opening now as well,
exactly.
So that's gonna even.
And
I'm sure the spots gonna increase even more after the metro opens up.
And the bus also, like
the
bus system in Riyadh is like something that's really worth admiring, because like the buses are beautiful, they're big, and they're I was gonna say refrigerated, well air conditioned. Yeah. And there's space for everyone, and there's something to hold. Like
they're very well made.
Exactly. Other than that, there's also this, how many countries do you see when they want to do something like governmental or anything that's related to the government, whether it's like renewing your passport or booking an appointment? How many countries do you know just, hold your phone, just
Click.
download the apps, and then you finish all the health, mobility, and governance. Other than that, also, like the transportation in Riyadh has become very good, whether it's like the buses, you can ride your bike, you can ride your bicycles, you can ride these scooters, like,
And also multiple apps for cars, like for
Yeah.
car services. There are so many apps in Riyadh,
Exactly.
way more than in other cities in
with
Saudi.
good prices. Like if you want to go on a like half an hour trip, it might cost you from like 40 to 50 max, you know. And sometimes they just have these discounts that will like allow you to get more of a discount. So you're like,
Yeah.
you like go this trip with like 23 to 20 riyals.
And there's always discounts as well.
Yeah.
So it's very accessible, I think. I think it's an easy city to live in.
Yeah, that's
And
beautiful.
that's been proven. So what other aspects have they looked at in Riyadh to make this decision?
The most primary aspect that you need as a human to survive, which is health, safety, just underline that, especially in 2024, underline the word safety like 10 times, because
Honestly.
things have been wild that's been going on in this world. So Saudi Arabia, and especially, no, I wouldn't say especially Riyadh, but like Riyadh, Khobar, all Saudi Arabia has the best safety, what do you call it? Like
It's generally a very safe place to live, I
Generally
think.
safe.
I also heard that the report highlighted that proper sanitation measures have been implemented in the city, which means that the city just in general has become much more clean. And
even in the most economically challenged
areas. And that's an amazing thing to see, because if you travel to other cities or other countries, there are very obvious areas where the sanitation clearly does not reach there.
If you know.
And I feel like since being in Riyadh, I haven't noticed any any neighborhoods that have a low amount of sanitation. Like I haven't noticed areas that are like less clean than others.
No. Even the ones with construction in them, they're clean.
Yeah, so, like
And also
sanitation is doing very well.
Another thing that is very worth mentioning is the CCTV surveillance network. Public safety has reached commendable levels.
So there's basically CCTV surveillance everywhere.
Everywhere. Like,
anywhere you go.
that is very comforting. Like, I can sleep at night knowing this fact, because
It's like even when you're driving, even on non-main roads, there will be like CCTV footage. And it's something I've noticed, which you don't get in a lot of other places. So.
And I'm so excited to see Riyadh ranking in the top 3.
Top 3?
Of the more,
When do you expect that to happen?
By 2030. 2030, right?
2030.
No, 2030, yeah.
2030.
Sorry, guys.
It's
I
a tongue
didn't study
twister.
mathematics.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, we hope.
I think this is a very nice topic that we, end this episode with, because like, I don't know, it just makes me feel proud of this country and proud of all the things that have been going on.
And it makes you realize how fast as well that Saudi is progressing. It really is like, you don't even realize that like in another 2 months there could be a massive progression as well.
Exactly.
So things are moving very fast, and it's great to live here at this point in time, because we're witnessing it all happening around us.
Hopefully we just, rank up and up.
Keep going upwards.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Exactly. So that's it for our episode today. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, and we will see you next week. Don't forget to follow along on our episodes on Podio, on Spotify, and Ghami, Apple Podcasts, and of course, catch our episodes on YouTube.
Yes, and please tell us what you think about these episodes and like what are topics that you want us to talk about. Like suggest some topics that you want
We'd
us
love
to
to
talk
hear
about.
it.
Yeah, because we really do like covering these topics, and I think if you give us a more, you know, topics that y'all are interested in, that will be very good.
Yes, and thank you so much, and goodbye.
Bye.